rarely do organizations or movements see 10 years. And it just feels like yesterday that I was in Sunil's house, walking in the lawns around the house, trying to figure out what should we name ourselves. Of course, just to set the record straight, it is officially, formally 30th of November 2011 that we incorporated Head Held High Foundation as a trust. But Foundation for Life has been on for the last 14 years or so. And I could still remember the goosebumps that we had when suddenly, I think out of the blue, we said, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. And we said, hey, how about Head Held High as the name for the foundation? And it's so true that many times the power of words, right? The organizations take on energy and purpose from the name itself. And I think we started out on the right foot by naming ourselves Head Held High. For me, the other moment I remember is when I met Chandana, Ramesh, Meghraj, the Magnificent Eight, as we call them. These are the stories that have launched hundreds and eventually hundreds and thousands of aspirations. When I met Chandana and Ramesh for the first time, especially during the transformation process, I was pinching myself sitting there. Am I living in a dream? Right? All my life, the previous life, I had assessed people like Chandana, Meghraj with now what I feel is a stupid test, and saying that you're good and no good. Of course, then I realized that the purpose of the assessment was different. But that's when it struck me that if this is the potential that exists in every human being, and that potential can go on to not just change their life, the family lives, but can go on to change everyone's lives around them. Imagine the gift and the treasures that lie within and what we can do with it. And that's been the essence of Head Held High for me, right? I mean, Chandana's presence here, and if I were to just reflect on her journey over the last 10 years itself, is a fantastic testimony to what the possibilities can be. From a young girl who was resigned to marrying early and hanging on to the coattails of the husband for the rest of her life, to somebody who came in, transformed, worked in a BPO, tried to run a BPO. I still remember, Chandana, you galvanized 4 people and we're starting to do an outsourced entity in your own home.
Yes, sir.
Failing in that, coming back, joining Head Held High, becoming a trainer. And now you're an entrepreneur running an NGO as well and impacting lives of many others, right? And imagine the power of if every youth, if every young person were to find a purpose for yourself and the communities around you. Imagine the world we would live in. And to me, that is Head Held High, and that's the celebration. So it's really not about Head Held High. It's not about 10 years, whatever. It's about each one of you. It's about each of our, I wouldn't even call it trainees, of our icons who have helped us to discover, what we need to be doing. And, that's the spirit that we are here to celebrate today.